Taiwan's submarine project faces delays and criticism. Taiwan's housing market sees surge in pre-sale cancellations. First autumn cold front brings chilly nights to Taiwan. Up to 17 missing after yacht sinks in Red Sea. Prosecutors seek maximum sentence in French mass rape trial. Malaysian court orders return of Swatch watches. Massive fire destroys dozens of homes near Manila port. Penguin released after swimming to Australia.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funday News. It's Wednesday, November 27th, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, the Haikun submarine has spent over 400 days in port testing since its launch in September 2023. Legislator Ma Wen-jun highlights delays to 2029 and 280 billion NT dollars costs for 7 submarines, urging the government to reassess the project's necessity. The central bank's 7th round of credit restrictions has frozen Taiwan's housing market, leading to 349 pre-sale contract cancellations since August. Kaohsiung recorded the most cases, 91, particularly in Changzhen, Nanzi, and Jiuying. Taoyuan followed with 63 cases, while Taichung ranked 3rd. Meteorologist Wu Der-rung warns of temperatures dropping below 10 degrees Celsius in some areas due to a dry, cold air mass and strong cooling at night. Northern Taiwan will see 11 to 23 degrees Celsius with rapid nighttime drops. Elderly and heart patients should dress warmly. And in global news, at least 17 people are missing after a tourist yacht sank in the Red Sea following warnings about rough seas. The governor of the Red Sea region said rescuers saved 28 people from the vessel south of the coastal town of Marsa Alam, with some airlifted for medical treatment. Reports indicated that 31 tourists of various nationalities were on board, along with 14 crew members. The governorate received a report shortly before dawn on Monday of a distress call from the yacht, which had departed Marsa Alam for a 5-day journey.
It was not immediately clear what caused the 4-deck, wooden-hulled motor yacht to sink. However, the Egyptian Meteorological Authority had warned on Saturday about turbulence and high waves on the Red Sea, advising against maritime activity for Sunday and Monday. A person answering the phone at the company that operates the yacht told the Associated Press they had no information and hung up. According to the company's website, the Sea Story was built in 2022 and can hold 36 passengers. The Egyptian military was coordinating rescue operations with the governorate. Many tourist companies have stopped or limited travel on the Red Sea due to the dangers posed by conflicts in the region.
A mammoth rape trial in France entered a new phase on Monday as prosecutors began to lay out the verdicts and punishments they are seeking for dozens of men accused of raping Gisèle Pelicot while she was drugged and rendered unconscious by her husband. After a hearing spanning nearly 3 months, the trial of 51 defendants is nearing its conclusion. Pelicot's courage during the harrowing proceedings has made her an icon, even beyond France, for campaigners against sexual violence.
The public prosecutors began Monday by focusing on Dominique Pelicot, the man to whom 71-year-old Gisèle Pelicot was married for nearly 50 years and whom she believed to be a loving, caring husband. However, he has admitted that for years he mixed sedatives into her food and drink so he could rape her and invite dozens of strangers he recruited online to join him. Prosecutor Laura Chabot asked the panel of judges to impose the maximum possible penalty of 20 years on the victim's now ex-husband. Dominique Pelicot stared down at the floor, one hand on the handle of his cane, as the prosecutor spoke. She said, 20 years between the 4 walls of a prison. It's both a lot and not enough. The court is expected to deliver its verdicts by December 20th.
A Malaysian court ordered the government on Monday to return rainbow-colored watches and accessories made by Swatch Group that were seized last year for designs celebrating LGBTQ rights. Homosexuality is illegal in Muslim-majority Malaysia, and rights groups have warned of increasing intolerance toward the LGBTQ community in the Southeast Asian country. Swatch Group filed a lawsuit challenging the seizure, arguing it was unlawful and damaged its reputation. A lawyer for Swatch Group declined to comment on the ruling.
In May 2023, Malaysia confiscated 172 rainbow-colored watches from the Swiss watchmakers' Pride collection at 16 outlets due to the presence of the acronym LGBTQ on the timepieces. The government later prohibited any LGBTQ references on Swatch watches, boxes, wrappers, accessories, or other items, claiming such products could harm morality and public interest. The Kuala Lumpur High Court ruled that the watches must be returned to Swatch Group within 14 days. Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said the government respected the court's decision and would wait for the full judgment before deciding whether to challenge the verdict. The watches are unlikely to be sold in Malaysia due to the government's prohibition order.
A massive fire tore through a coastal shanty town in the Philippine capital on Sunday, leaving at least 2,000 families homeless as flames raged for nearly 8 hours. Drone footage from the Manila Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office showed raging orange flames engulfing densely packed stilt homes in a squalid area of Tondo, Manila. The Manila Fire District reported that around 1,000 houses were destroyed and roughly 8,000 people were displaced in the blaze, which broke out at 8 a.m. and burned until 4 p.m.
Authorities are still investigating the cause of the fire, but blazes in Manila slums are often sparked by faulty electrical wiring or gas canisters. Isla Puting Bato is located in Tondo, Manila's largest slum area, home to approximately 654,220 people. Many residents live in makeshift shacks along densely packed streets near a busy commercial port. No casualties have been reported so far. Photos showed residents escaping the fire on makeshift rafts into the sea, while others scrambled to salvage their belongings. Manila Mayor Maria Sheila Honey Lacuna Pangan visited the area on Monday and spoke with survivors who spent the night in temporary tents.
The only emperor penguin known to have swum from Antarctica to Australia was released at sea 20 days after he waddled ashore on a popular tourist beach. The adult male was found on November 1st on Ocean Beach sand dunes in the town of Denmark in temperate southwest Australia, about 3,500 kilometers north of the icy waters off the Antarctic coast. He was released from a Parks and Wildlife Service boat on Wednesday. The boat traveled for several hours from the state's most southerly city of Albany before the penguin was released into the Southern Ocean.
He was cared for by registered wildlife caregiver Carol Biddulph, who named him Gus after the first Roman emperor, Augustus. Under her care, Gus gained weight, increasing from 21.3 kilograms when he was found to 24.7 kilograms. He stands 1 meter tall. A healthy male emperor penguin can weigh more than 45 kilograms. The largest penguin species has never been reported in Australia before, according to University of Western Australia research fellow Belinda Cannell, though some have reached New Zealand, which is nearly all further south than Western Australia. The government stated that, with the Southern Hemisphere summer approaching, it was time critical to return Gus to the ocean so he could thermoregulate.
The answer for yesterday was B, condemned. The international community condemned the attack on civilians. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into the news of penguin released after swimming to Australia. Number 1, waddle. 鸭子般的蹒跚行走. She waddled down the hall holding onto the railing for support. Number 2, approach. 接近, 走近. As we approach the finish line, we can see the cheering crowd. Number 3, temperate. 温和的, 适中的. The region has a temperate climate, perfect for growing grapes. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comments section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. And that's all for today's Funday News. Be sure to tune in to Funday News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join Funday for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.